by O1 is Yala. They have been able to find a rogue member of Intruder here in Ralph. There is nowhere to go. Here is Urdu. Do secure the path behind him, and Yala, they're leading down these knees straight into his home, and poor Ralph has had to be evicted.
Yeah, he's gonna get collapsed on two fronts as well, though. That's the really problematic thing. Not even gonna be a problem for long, because out goes Intruder, knocked out of this game. Nassar also only working with limited members left, as Hassan needs to try and reposition if possible. He's going to try and join up with Miracle to make sure that these two can at least stay safe for a little bit longer. Instantly getting fired onto.
Yeah, I'm making their way further forward, and Miracle is going to be stopped on the edge as Rico Infinity Esports at least can grab one out. Miracle going to heal back off the edge of his zone, but it might be a little bit too much there. They drop, and the extra damage done in time. Nassar Hassan, the only one now to get inside of that zone as the next phase shift did go here towards here Oradu, and Oradu a great position, but the only problem is Conqueror found those knocks, and you can see that with two down, Oradu are facing the push, even though Falcon's also up against Rico Infinity.
Yeah, we saw Nigma actually get knocked out and out of the game in that we're watching that previous encounter. Falcons trying to just kind of hide in the smoke on this high ground, but Twisted Minds, they've got a pretty good position. It's Oradu, though, at the top of the hill. We're definitely in that most favorable position right now of all of this, and Falcon just trying to see if they can get themselves a kill onto 0-1, try and knock this team out, but only able to lay a little bit of damage down onto the 0-1 members, as we see Rico Infinity get knocked out in the meanwhile, and only a couple of teams are left for us. Well, a fair few still, but we'll see as this circle closes if Oradu need to reposition, because for now, if this closes in on them, they're in an absolutely amazing position on this high ground.
It's those teams, though, who have been so quiet for so long, carefully making their positioning like Twisted. And the problem now, realistically, is as a team like Oradu, the zone goes away from you. You were beginning to lose that hillside as well and lose your position. And because of this extra space that Conqueror and also Twisted Minds are able to garner, they're actually a really dangerous position where Oradu are currently in, again surrounded by all of these other teams.
Yeah, they really are. Yala trying to just kind of wait this out for the moment from the looks of things, as Twisted Mind's still up on that high ground. And I believe the hill's still favoring Twisted Minds and Oradu, who are probably the two teams who are going to be scrapping for that high ground. But at the moment, it's Oradu who actually hold that top ground. They've got the buildings to work with, and everybody else just has to kind of fight uphill towards them.
Although Oradu, as much as they are on top of this hilltop, they do have to be careful. Conqueror, they are beginning to move further forward. Another series of knocks like this, Conqueror just dive on in. You see Twisted Minds also go in, and the chaos begins to be led there. Falcons also carefully maneuvering their position, trying to use these nades, these utility, to push Yellow further back towards that northern side, push them in towards that road, where they are more vulnerable in a position lower down on also that more open ground towards the road.
Looks like Twisted Minds are actually trying to rush their way up here, looking for the fight with Oradu already. The spray's coming down, and Rex is already going to get himself on the receiving end of this as he is taken out, and Twisted Mind just continuing to go up forwards, throwing out the Molotovs. That everything is getting thrown down to try and secure this high ground. It is a rush and a half by Twisted Minds. As Oradu still feeling pretty comfortable to keep going. They got lots of nades to work with themselves. And it looks like for now, Twisted Minds are just going to get backed off, forced back a little bit by Oradu as a lot of damage comes in onto Kato. Dammy just trying to deal with Conqueror, who are also flanking on the side. They rush too fast, and everybody is closing in. The jaws are closing on them.
And unfortunately for Oradu, they're about to meet their maker of all of these other teams looking for the compound that they stand in. Falcons, though, one knock from one side. They just have to try to survive. They have to try blast out these other teams. Also all closing in against each other. They have the lines of sight out on each other. And O1, as a result, they suffer. They fail the pain of these other teams all around them. Twisted Mind slowly walking their way in, though. A little bit more carefully, you know, one, as they get into the compound. They are there and they're as close as you like. Setting in the nades, the Kaito going in even further.
Yeah, he's looking to try and get him through the window, but he will get spotted out here, trying to get a couple of cheeky shots through the window. He's going to actually maybe rush the building here. As Conqueror still got that flank, though. They're behind them. They're able to find themselves a cheeky knock, and this is getting really scrappy for the side of Orodu. They've got one onto Kaito. They've got a second knock as well. And just like that, Twisted Mind, they're going to get themselves taken out of this game. And that is them down. Orodu hold as a nade lands in. They're going to take a whole bunch of additional damage on top of that. Molotovs and all as Conqueror are going to be pushing up. Yala only got one player to work with as another one is down. Falcon as well, but it's Conqueror to keep your eyes on as they've got all 4 members left as Yala are going to get knocked out.
Conqueror are pushing for the win. 5 kills all aboard. Metallica struck down by Yusuf on the back. Falcon still alive with a 2, and Ordu is vehicle up themselves through the fight versus Conqueror. They have lost the front line of Falcons, and now Falcons are knowing on the position. Caliga had to be revived, and there was no choice to it as they almost fall down, and now Yusuf. Do we have another nade in for the smoke? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get the pick up there, and they're going to be A-okay. Yusuf and Never Alone on this low ground, trying to take out the 5 of Conqueror. Already had 1 down, but wasn't able to keep them down, unfortunately. As Reva just keeping a little bit of a scouting mission here done. As Falcon, how are they going to be able to hold on? Are they going to be able to hold on? The real questions for me right now. Let's see if they've got anything left in the tank, or if this is just going to be Conqueror using the numbers advantage to close this game number 5 out, as there's a brief respite in the action between these 2 teams, between this fight for the high ground that went on just moments ago. Yusuf waiting for the opportunity to try and find one of these Conqueror members.
Still, Conqueror, though, they're doing it slowly. They're taking out the space in which Falcons have to work in this zone. They're saying, well, yes, it's phase 7. Yes, you can survive on the edge here, Hip. But we are going to control the zone, and it will likely go to us. It does for the most part. Falcons, there's still a little bit to work with here, which is more than maybe Conqueror had hoped for.
Absolutely. Still staying dead quiet. Nobody revealing where they are. Everyone's trying to shuffle their position around, but see, the circle is going to start to cause problems and maybe will force people to move. If not now, it will be soon. It's Caliga moving his way up, seeing if he can find Never Alone. He has a good feeling. Spider sense is tingling behind that tree, so looking to throw out the nade and force Never Alone away. He's able to dodge away, actually, taking nothing from that. And that could just be Never Alone going low. He's going to take a whole bunch of shots there. That's going to be Never Alone downed. And that should just be the fate sealed here for the side of Falcons as Conqueror win the match.
Conqueror, it looked so dominant through from